Right. Hello and welcome to Left-Handed with a Lot to Say. I'm wearing my left-handed shirt. It says I hate your scissors. I'm trying to get this down here so you can see it. My left-handed scissors. I have them. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Now, this one's, I was on a little earlier. This one's about being left-handed. So if you're not left-handed, I'm sorry. But if you are left-handed, maybe you'll find something out of this. You'll have to do something. But anyway, so I'm James Lott Jr. The show, we had a little hiatus. We are back. I have some new episodes coming up. Very excited. But I decided to come on because yesterday I was supposed to come on for Left-Handers Day. And I had some things happen, but I didn't make that happen. So I'm pissed about all that, but life goes on. You have to just keep moving. But I'm here and talking about being left-handed. So I wanted to explain a couple of things. Also about this group that I have on Facebook. So I'm left-handed. Yes, I am. I'm trying to get you guys so you can see it all. Left-handed, my left-handed scissors. I'm left-handed, and being left-handed is very interesting because if you're not left-handed, you're a right-handed person, you never think about your handedness. You just never do. If you're right-handed, you'll never think about your left-handed. You just never think about it because there's no reason to think about it. Everybody else is mostly right-handed. You just are who you are, right? No one's thinking about it. No one's talking about it. It's just whatever it is. I have always known that my left-handedness made me a little different. I've always known that. I've talked to over 25, 30 people on the show over the last year and to varying degrees. And I think all of them have agreed to one through lines that we know we're slightly different than the rest of the population. Being left-handed either is made a big deal or not talked about at all. That's kind of what I've gathered from all the conversations. In my life, because only a couple of us were left-handed, it was made a big deal because no one on both sides of my family were left-handed. My brother JR and I both were left-handed, and so it's like, where'd it come from? Everybody else is right-handed. On this show, I've had my grandson who's left-handed, Zayden. He was on. You can watch that episode or listen to it. But being left-handed was always just a part of my identity. Where I sit, how I ate, where I grab at school, at home, at a restaurant. It was always part of my life. And it's so funny, you think about it, it's handedness, right? It's your hand. It's your hand. And playing sports, even how you play sports. Do you play like a left-handed person? Do you play like a right-handed person? Do you pitch left? Do you pitch right? It's all the same. And we had these talks on the show, and we still haven't really figured out footedness. We play soccer or football or kickball, whatever. There's a left-handed way, or do you do feet count? We still don't know. We haven't figured that out. But it's very much this thing where being left-handed is just such a part of who I am. It's discussed more than my astrology. I'm a Taurus. It's discussed a lot, and it's just a part of who what's going on with me. And this group on Facebook, I'm part of a bunch of left-handed Facebook groups. But a couple of years ago, I was part of this one. I'm now blanking out the, oh my God, I'm blanking out the name of it. I changed the name. But before that was a different name. At some point, I didn't start it. I did not start it. I was commenting a lot on it. And I was like trying to keep things kind of going. I was like, I was trying to post things and bring engagement on there. It was just kind of dry and tired. And one day I came on there and I was made the admin. Don't know who, I don't know who the person is who created it. I have no idea. I don't know who they are. They're even still part of the group. But I became the admin of this group. So for about a year, I just kind of like, okay, well, I guess I'm the admin. I guess I'll manage it, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really do much about it. Then the pandemic hit and I started this Left-Handed podcast. Left-Handed with a lot to say. And I decided to change the name to Left-Handed with a lot to say. So I'm going to try, since I'm the guest, I'm the leader of this group. I decided to change it to so this podcast has a Facebook page. Left-Handed with a lot to say. Go on Facebook. You have to answer like 2 questions and you can come on. I really didn't plan it. It's so funny. I didn't plan it. It's just the craziest. It's the craziest thing. It's the craziest thing. But I am here, and it's yeah. So now I own this group. I've got a lot to say. We talk about different topics. Yesterday was Left-Handers Day. If you don't know what that is, that's a day for left-handed people on August 13th every year. It's for left-handed people. And what I did that, um, so I talked about facts, talked about some of the things about left-handed people that are out there. Um, I've asked questions. I'm trying to make engagement happen. Um, Try to do some fun stuff on there. I want to try to do some Facebook lives. I gotta up the ante on this page still. I mean, I still gotta make it a little less dry than it is. It's a little less dry than it was before. Like I make it even a little more less dry. And I was like not even good English. But I appreciate it. The group is growing by leaps and bounds. Like all of a sudden, there are a lot of people coming to the group. So thank you. Everybody who's coming to the group. I'm gonna post this to the group. So thank you, everyone who's in this group. And I want more engagement. I ask more questions and maybe have some fun, some games. But I'm like, everybody's coming to the group. I don't know. I'm not even promoting it. I don't know what's going on. It's great. So I love it. And anybody who wants to be on the show, if you're left-handed and want to be on the show, you can come on. And if we don't want to do video, we can do audio. So we can do that too if we don't do video. But you can come on the show. And that's talk. Because one of my episodes that was only audio was one of the best episodes we've ever done. People just love that episode. So we can do audio, video, both. Contact me and we'll see there's a place for you on here. But it's just kind of, I just inherited this group that just is growing and I don't know. I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. But being left-handed today, I'm an adult now, and I actually have, like I said, I use my left-handed scissors, I have left-handed mugs. I set up my kitchen so that it's very left-handed friendly. The doors open a certain way, the knobs are placed a certain way. That's been great. I have a switch that's weird to me in one of my rooms. I'm like, well, the switch is weird. It doesn't feel natural. Hi, Jill Irvin. Yes, long live left-handers. Yes, or left-handers. Yay! I see wave. Yes. And here's my weird dream, folks. I don't think I've ever said this ever anywhere on any. I'm gonna give you a little something I've never said before live or recorded. I have a dream. If I could have a left-handed desk, I want one of those left-handed desks that when we were kids, there was only one in the whole school, and a lot of times I didn't get it. I would love to have one of those in my house. I don't know why. I always wanted one. I should look online and see if anybody's selling them. I mean, you never know. Go on Amazon. Amazon sells everything. But I've always wanted a left-handed desk. Don't know why, but I always I don't know. I feel like it's something that I just kind of would want to have for myself. So if anyone wants to gift me a left-handed desk, I'll take it. I'll give you my address. I do. I've always wanted one. There's always just just one or two in the whole school. I never ever. I got one once. But yeah, I want one. I like meeting left-handed people. I guess Joe is a left-handed person. I love meeting left-handed people because we have our own little sister brotherhood, cousinhood. We be like, oh, you love that too. Oh my God. It's an instant conversation. It's kind of fun. Last night I actually went to dinner with my family and I had to sit down, go to the person next to me. I got to sit at the end because I'm left-handed. It makes it easier. So we don't bump elbows. It's like I look out for that. As a left-handed person, I'm always looking out for where can I sit in the group? What would be best for me? Yes, I've had situations where I can't do that and it's been horrible. But I like being able to be in control of the elbows. Oh, you have one in middle school? See, I think I sat in one once and that was it. I never got a chance to have one. I've always wanted one. And I've seen the regular desk sold out there, but I don't know if I've seen a left-handed one. But see, I could have that and just go, see, look what I have. And sit in it. If I can fit in it still. That'd be very interesting. Oh no. So yes, it's something that I would like to have. I like being left-handed. I always sit on the end. Yeah, I said, yeah, that's right. I always sit on the end. That's my story. Always. Or head of the table. The head of the table is the right next to you. Because I am a patriarch of my family. I could do that in certain situations. Do that. Oh, my friends, new pod on the block. Go check them out. boy bands. Josh Rodriguez and Mike Zacchio. I'll just show it again. I love them. It's their cup. I support my friends. Support your friends. Speaking of left-handed people, my friend, I have a friend who just put out a book out. He's left-handed too, Floor Boys. Here's a show. Right-handed desks are horrible for everything. I know. And I write pretty normal. I don't say normal. I should have said, I write like a right-handed person. I don't turn my paper all the way. I don't write like this, where you have your hand curled down. No, I don't do that. I write across. My hand gets ink on it. Actually, I got ink on me the other day. I didn't notice it until later. It was here. I was like, oh, I got ink on myself. I didn't even know it. That's the other thing too, the ink part. So I have the left-handed scissors. I also have left-handed pens. I can remember, I can find one. I have a left-handed pen. Oh, here it is. It's very cool. So it's angled for left-handed people. You know, and actually, it's like it fits in your hand so naturally. You never think about it, and you write a little easier. So left-handed pens. This one I'm gonna tell you who it's from. It's from Vision Pen by Matt. And by Matt, I guess. Let's see that there. So I have a left-handed pen. It works for me. Get a picture of that and send that out to people. But yeah, so I have that and that works. I have a couple of left-handed things. You know, try to work it out. So I thought I want to come on for a little bit, say hello, because I wanted to come on yesterday. I had a whole show planned. It all fell apart. But I'm here today to say happy Left-Handers Weekend. To say to everybody who is left-handed, my left-handed brethren. I want everybody to, celebrate your left-handedness. You're not wrong-handed. Nothing wrong. You were made this way. It's great. You were born this way. It's great. So solidarity to left-handed people. Again, my Facebook group is Left-Handed with a Lot to Say. Join it if you're not part of it already. It was a lot of fun. And I will see all of you with new episodes of the show coming up soon.